Hi, I'm Rachel,
I'm Julia.
where we live in faith every day.
This is Life.
Welcome to Life.
Hey guys.
So, God.
I love you.
Oh.
I love you so much. I love you, love you, love you.
Okay, can you let me go now? Thank you.
I love you.
Okay, thank you. But, yeah. What?
I love you.
Okay. Sure.
So when you hear the word love,
Uh-huh.
what do you think of?
Ooh.
Okay, fine then. I see how it is.
That's like, it's so cringy.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna look this up.
It's so cringy. You know, like when someone says, "Oh, I love you," and "Oh, you know," and all this stuff, and like,
Okay.
"Oh, I love you." And,
Yeah, I get it.
see-
I kind of
yeah.
get the feeling. Okay. All right. It's because we're not that affectionate towards each other.
Yeah, and when we are, we're just like,
Something's
What's
a little
wrong with
off.
you? Yeah.
What do you want?
like, what's wrong with you?
No, sometimes we just go a little crazy. It's not that we want something from each other.
No, it's not. But
Yeah.
still, it's like,
Ooh,
like,
yikes. Yeah.
oh, okay.
So I just looked up the on Google, and it shows the Merriam-Webster definition of love, and it says a feeling of strong or constant affection for a person. Attraction that includes sexual desire, the strong affection felt by people who have a romantic relationship, a person you love in a romantic way. So many things about feelings, attraction, affection felt by people, romance, relationships.
So that means I can't really love you unless I'm gay.
Okay, so we see the word love, it's very corrupted, right? Man, the world just corrupted.
So I'm not allowed to love you.
So what does love mean in the Bible
So
then?
I'm not allowed to say I love you to any of my cousins, and I do that all the time.
Yeah, I tell my mom and dad I love them, but I don't feel, it's not a
Romantic.
feeling of strong or constant affection for a person. It's like, Mom, I love you. And do you know what that means? It's a strong affection felt by people who have a romantic relationship.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
it's funny, this is the first thing that pops up. It's like the first
So God has a romantic
Search.
relationship with you.
Thank you, world, for just corrupting the beautiful
Destroying.
the word of love. Because love, people have this misconception. We've talked about it, right? How it has more meaning in Korean. In our
Right.
last video was,
Yeah.
what is love, right?
Okay.
So, yeah, a little flashback. But
okay, so then what is the meaning of the word love? Because God is
love
and love is God. So what does that even mean?
Rachel is so funny. Rachel's so pretty. Rachel is awesome at what she does. She does really good stuff with YouTube. Rachel is active.
Julia is super funny. She speaks her mind. And when she gets angry and upset, she likes to throw things around. Whether it's a pillow or something, she likes to throw it. Not at people, okay, don't get me wrong. On the floor or whatever, right? She'll stomp on it. That's just her person. That's just what she does, right? But
That was
just
one time.
who she is, right?
And it's what Rachel is, right?
Right.
So what is that? It is the word character.
Right. So it's kind of like, oh, that's just Julia, right? Or
That's such a Rachel thing to do.
Yeah, that's so Julia right there, right? And we say that a lot, right, amongst everybody, right?
That's something Rachel would do. Definitely.
Yeah, that's so her. Or I can see her doing that.
That reminds me of Rachel.
Yeah, or something like that, right? So, love, right?
God is love.
Let me ask you this. Can you love someone without liking them?
Yeah.
How?
It's like, okay, a very simple example that everyone might have experienced is your parents, right? When you're younger, you get punished. But that doesn't mean they don't love you, right? They still love you, and they might have like yelled at you or like, you know, maybe hate you, but they still love you.
So they might have some actions against you, right? But, you know, they might not like you. They have their favorites.
Right.
You know, if you
That's
have
true.
more than one or two siblings, right? Everybody has their favorites, right? But does that mean that they love the other individual or the other child more or less?
No.
I'm sure they love them equally.
Yeah.
They just like one better than the other.
Right.
Or dislike one more than the other.
Right. But it doesn't mean they don't love them.
Right. Okay, so let's go a step further. Can they make millions of choices, bad choices, and like to drive their parents absolutely crazy, right? And make it to the point where their parents are like going crazy, right? Can the parents still love the child?
Yeah.
How so?
Because they choose to love them.
So love is not a feeling, according to what this thing says, for a romantic way, because I don't think your parents would love you in a romantic way, because that would just be disgusting. But
And if that's the case, let's reevaluate.
yes. So love is a choice. We choose to love someone. Right? So love is a choice. Okay. So we've established that, right? Now, if we choose to love one another, then what does that look like? So, I've hit Julia.
Why do we always use this example? Ow! Ow, okay, ow.
Okay. Sorry.
Ow.
Sorry.
Ow!
Sorry. Right? Okay, you might get a little frustrated with me, right? Because I've done it so many times. But does that mean that you're going to start hating me?
No, I love you.
Right? Okay. Let's say, okay. So what are you being with me?
I choose to love you.
By being kind.
Kind and patient. And yeah.
Those kind of things, right? Because I'm hitting her so many times. And each time I say sorry, she's like, that's okay. Ow! Sorry. That's okay.
And I just laugh.
Yeah, right? She's being super patient with me. Dude, if someone else did that, I'd be like, excuse me.
Get
right?
your hand off of me.
Right? Or something.
Yeah.
But instead, she chooses to say, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. That's all right. I'm not going to, take it out on you or anything like that. Instead, she's just like, it's okay. Right? Patience. Super patient. And when you're being super patient with someone, you're actually being super kind to them. Right? So, when you look it up in the Bible, it says... Oh, she actually wants to look it up.
Yeah. I have it pulled up. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4. Love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself. It's not puffed up. Does not behave rudely. Does not seek its own. It's not provoked. Thinks no evil. Does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth. Bears all things. Believes all things. Hopes all things. Endures all things.
Okay. So love is she said it before, right? Love is a character. And all of these things that we read in the Bible, because God is like, here, You don't understand what love is, so let me just hear it.
Let
Here
me
it
just
is.
break it down for you.
Exactly. These are the characteristics
Of the characteristic of
Love.
love.
He broke it down even
I
further.
don't know how much more we can like break
Break
that
it down.
down.
Right? But that's all it is. Love is a characteristic of God. So if we uphold or look up to an individual, we start like kind of like being alike. We start picking up each other's characteristics, like habitual stuff. So I can't think of an example right off the top of my head with you, but like you know, we would mimic each other in certain ways,
Right.
or like heated, right? Or I'm so salty, right? I've never said those words before until I met you. Sorry, Mike. Anyways, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like we feed off of each other and our characteristics kind of become similar, right? I become more silly, you know, even though I was already silly, I become more silly with her.
And then like I start to get her like thinking process. We like start to think alike.
Yeah, and start literally finishing each other's sentences.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, right? We start to become alike. And so if you truly do love God, and if you truly are God's disciple, then you will love one another just like God has loved him, because we are molding into his
Character.
character.
And he wants us to be more like him every day. Right? And we say we want to become like God every day. But how do we do that? By becoming his character, which is love.
And if you spend as much time as we do with each other, with God, you will slowly start, becoming more and more similar to how God is. You'll become more patient, more kind, less envious of what the other person has.
Less boastful,
Yeah,
not prideful.
because you don't need to be any of that.
Yeah, because love.
Yeah.
Love conquers all.
So that is what God is love really truly means, and love is God really truly means, because that's his character. You can't take out love and God, because love is already a part of him.
Yeah.
It makes him who he is.
Yeah, God is love. And, it's also a character. It can be a feeling in the worldly sense, right? And I mean, it can also be a feeling, like God loves us, right?
So you can have this warm feeling, this accepted feeling.
But it's different. It's not this like sexual desire or anything. It's like this, this pure innocence love you feel, right? And then it's funny because love is also
timeless.
timeless. It's also a law. It's a law.
It's a law.
Yeah.
But it's like a loving law, right?
Right.
It's not like if you don't do this,
Oh,
then
yeah, no,
you're
it's
not gonna go to heaven, or
No.
stuff like that. It's more like if you don't love, then you're not gonna fit in heaven,
Right.
Because that's gonna be everywhere. So if you don't love or like love, then you're not gonna like it up there,
Right.
and you're not gonna fit in. So you're
Right.
just not gonna be happy.
Yeah. It's like if you don't like something, right? No matter how good it is for you, you're not gonna enjoy it, even though it's like, paradise. You're not gonna enjoy it because you never, you're just like, that's not my thing.
Yeah, you never liked it in the first place.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Love.
But anyways.
Yes.
Well, if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment
Comments
section below.
if you
the-
like.
Section below. Section below.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to us, you should subscribe to us.
And hit the bell for more videos like us. Like this.
To get notifications.
Yes. And till next time.
Bye, guys.